Hello, welcome to a new vlog. I have a few ideas of what I want to read this week. I've started The Key to Deceit, which is the second book in the Electra McDonald mystery series. I read the first one last summer and really enjoyed it, and then I saw my library had this, so I got it. It's also on Kindle Unlimited. I started it on there, but then wanted like a physical copy of it, so went to the library and got it. I'm halfway through now. These books, I'm guessing probably the whole series is like this because the first one was too, but they're pretty short. I don't even think it hits, it's not even 300 pages. So they're very quick and easy reads if you want something like that. If you don't know, in the first book, Electra, she goes by Ellie. She is like I guess she's basically a thief. She's really good, her and her uncle, at picking locks and basically getting the jewels or money out of the safes. They only usually take from like people that are really rich. She gets caught in the very beginning of the first book. This is also taking place during World War II, so a major in the army, Major Ramsey, takes her and her uncle to kind of basically tell them that they can either go to jail or they can stop what they're doing and help them with the war, help them basically against the Germans. So there was a specific thing going on in the first book that they helped with, and now in the second book, this takes place like a few weeks later, and a new thing has come up and Major Ramsey needs their help again. So far for this like mystery, a woman was found like drowned. They think she's somehow connected to like being a spy or with the Germans or something. So there is like a bracelet with a lock on it that they need her to help pick. So now she's involved in all of this. Like in the first book, there's barely a hint of romance. There's really not any, but you can tell that it's like being set up for later books. So it's like super slow burn. The first book, I remember I really loved like the little bit of crumbs like we got of it. And then I'm halfway through this book and basically it's the same. Of Ellie is attracted to Major Ramsey and she's also very frustrated with him at the same time, but also admires him because of who he is. She has very mixed feelings about him. What I was thinking last night as I was reading this is we only get like her view of things and her side of things, and I really want to know what he's thinking, because like there's certain situations that they get in and she's thinking certain things of them together, and she's even also wondering, or she's not even wondering, I guess she's basically like, oh, he would never think like that, or he would never think of me like that. I'm so curious because he is very closed off. You don't know what he's thinking or what he's feeling at all. He never shows it. So that makes me want to know so much more. And I feel like maybe eventually down the road in the series, we will finally hear like what he is thinking about her. I'm really hoping. But yeah, really enjoying this. I feel like I'm going to be able to finish it very quickly if I don't get too busy with other things. I just love the time period. I love the little bit of mysteries that we get, and of course the dynamic of like them working together. So that is what I'm reading. It's the next day now and I just finished The Key to Deceit. These are just, I feel like, such quick reads. It has been a year since I read the last one, but I feel like this one was probably just as enjoyable. Maybe I like the first one a tad better, but nothing really stands out too much like different about it. I do like how these mysteries always center, at least so far, around the war, which I do get tired of World War II books, but with it being a mystery, I do kind of enjoy reading about it. And now that I'm saying this, did the first one have to do with someone involved in the war? I don't remember. I think it did. I'm pretty sure that also had to do with like spies and stuff. My brain is apparently not working, because of course they all have to do with the war, because Major Ramsey is involved with the war. That's his main job. So I don't know what I'm thinking. There's a mystery surrounding like people that are basically, I guess, Germans that are trying to stop the British from winning the war. So anyways, that took me way too long to get to, but I really enjoy that. In both books, there is another underlying mystery going on with Ellie's mom. That has been throughout both of the books, so I'm guessing that's going to be like a continuing thing throughout the series. And I do like when mystery books have that. I would say 100% read the first one first, but I do feel like this book did a really good job of reminding me of things and recapping things from the first book about Ellie or other people or things that may have happened, which was really nice too, because it has been a year since I read the other one and I did forget a few things. All that to say, I really enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I feel like I'm so easy to give things 5 stars, and I say that a lot, but if I had a good time reading the book and I enjoyed the whole thing, then I'm gonna give it 5 stars. There's nothing that's standing out to me that I didn't like about the book or that made me enjoy it less. So 5 stars for this. I went to the library and I got 3 books that I want to tell you all about. I probably won't read all of these in this vlog. I did already start reading one, so I'll let you all know about that. But the first one I have is Murder at the Brightwell, and this is actually by Ashley Weaver, who wrote the Electra McDonald series. So this is another mystery series she has. I guess I'm pretty sure this one's older than the Electra McDonald one, but I thought I would try it since I love her other one so much. I really don't know what this is about, except for it takes place in the 1930s, and it says something about it being kind of Agatha Christie-ish, just with the time period and stuff. So I am looking forward to starting this, and we'll see like if I like it as much as her other series, or if I'll even like it at all. Then I have The Love Fix. Honestly, this one was in the new books like that had just came out or just been put out at my library, and I was really drawn to the cover, so that's kind of why I got it. I have not heard of this author before. I think this is in technically a series, but it seems like you don't have to read the first one first. I think it's just like in the same town kind of thing. Sunrise Cove. It says it's a heartwarming enemies to lovers tale where found family, forgiveness, and love just may be the key to finding yourself. It seemed kind of interesting. I did read what it was about when I was at the library. I just don't remember. If you've read anything by this author or if you know anything about this series, let me know. And then the last book I have is one that I started reading yesterday, and that is the Busybody book club. I am already on page 99 in this book. I am having the best time with it. It is so cozy. It's a mystery, and it's just exactly what I was needing and wanting, I think. It follows Nova, who works at a community center. One of the things that she does there is she has a book club that is very tiny, like 4 people come to it. And at the very beginning of the book, the money goes missing at the community center. And they're thinking it has to be someone from the book club because no one else came in or out at that time. But one of the book club members goes missing. The rest of the book club is kind of trying to figure out what's going on and what has happened. Also, a murder has happened. I really like Nova. I really love how it talks about her style and stuff, and she wears like vintage like clothes from the 40s and 50s and stuff. She just really likes that. She listens to like music from that time period too. I just feel like she's a very cozy character, and this is just such a cozy book. The other book club members, they're also different. One of them is an older woman, and she loves Agatha Christie and Miss Marple. She is basically, I think she thinks she is Miss Marple, and she's trying to solve this crime herself. And then there's another man. He's like an 80-year-old man who's a farmer, or was a farmer, and he seems so sweet. There's like a teenage boy in this book club as well. Very different types of people in this book club. So far, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it is just, like I said, the coziest, and I'm having the best time with it. So I'm gonna focus on this book right now, and then we'll see if I end up picking up one of the other ones. I am really excited to read some more of that book today. Last night I decided to color a little bit, and it was a really nice time actually, because I haven't colored in so long, and it was so soothing and just cozy. I have this Harry Potter color by number, which is kind of nice for me because I feel like I have like coloring anxiety because it's like I can't figure out what to color things. I kind of just want someone to tell me what everything needs to be colored because I just don't want to mess it up. So this is like perfect for me. The only thing I don't love about it is the pictures of the people. Some of them are like really detailed, like this. And I don't really like the detailed ones. I want like my other coloring book that's not color by number where it's a little bit less detailed, because it's especially with the markers that I'm using right now, it's hard to get in like the tiny little places. They do have pages that just have like quotes, which are the ones that I really like in this because they're not as detailed and they're easier to color. So I did this one last night and yeah, it was just the best time. So I feel like I'm gonna be coloring a lot more this summer. I also read some more of this yesterday. Honestly, we have gotten to a point where things are being revealed. We're learning more even about the characters of the book club, like their backstories and things in their past, which are kind of relevant, or could be relevant, I guess, to how they're acting or what they're doing. Things have really started picking up and happening, and I honestly probably could have finished the book last night. I have about 60 pages left, but it was getting late, so I was like, I just have to stop. I will finish tomorrow. I am so like into it now, especially with everything that's happening. I feel like the rest of the book is going to be like really fast paced, things happening one after the other and more things being revealed. I'm almost positive that I'm going to finish this today. I don't know who the murderer is. I feel like I don't know if there's going to be a twist, but I feel like I'm not going to have been able to figure it out. There's one person in particular that I'm like, please don't let this person be the murderer because I really love them. I don't know, I might be shocked. I'm excited to figure it out though. I'm very excited to finish it today. Let's go read some more of the book and hopefully finish it. Finished this book a couple of days ago. I have not gotten to talk about it at all because it's been a pretty busy weekend, but I wanted to update you all on what I thought of it. So the last time I talked, I think I was basically saying how amazing it is, and I still really loved it, but I'm ending up giving it a 4.5 star instead of a 5 star like I thought I would. I feel like the mystery part of it, like the ending, I guess, how it all wrapped up was a little bit too easy. I don't know. I feel like it almost rushed or quick. Also, who did it? I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I had thought about this specific person at one point in the book, maybe having done it. And yeah, I just didn't love, I guess, the reveal of who had done it and why. I wanted it to be a little bit more like shocking, I guess. And it wasn't for me. Who knows? It could be a little bit more shocking for you. That's the only part that I really wasn't the biggest fan of. So I still enjoyed most of the book so much. So that's why I'm giving it 4.5 stars. So I feel like this is a really great cozy mystery book to read, especially if you're wanting to get into cozy mysteries and you don't know where to start. I feel like this one would be a good one to try to kind of see if you like cozy mysteries. But yeah, I really want to read some more of her books now too, because she also wrote The Lost Ticket, which I've been wanting to read for a while, and that one is not a mystery, but she wrote Nosy Neighbors, and I think that is a mystery. So yeah, multiple books that I want to read by her, and I'm really happy with this book overall. It's been a couple days, so I did start another book, and I feel like this is just turning into a mystery vlog because have read only mystery books, and now I'm reading another one. But I started Murder at the Brightwell, and I kind of talked to you all about this. This is by Ashley Weaver, who also wrote the Electra McDonald series. I think this is her debut novel. But this is her first mystery series. I am 90 pages in, so I've read a good amount of it. I do think I am gonna like the mystery. It takes place in the 30s. The main girl, her name is Amory, and her husband is pretty terrible. Like, she married him because basically he's very charming and stuff, but now they've been married for like 5 years and he kind of just goes off and does what he wants to. He's barely ever home. I'm guessing it sounds like he like is with other women and all this stuff. So he's not great. So she kind of regrets marrying him. Her friend shows up, which is actually a man that she used to be engaged to before her husband, and he needs her help convincing his sister not to marry this guy that is kind of like Milo, which is Amory's husband. So she decides, sure, I'll go and try to help you. They're staying at this hotel, the Brightwell, and while they're there, someone gets murdered. So that happened very recently from what I've read, and she is kind of trying to figure out like who would have murdered him. I'm really curious what is going to be happening with her husband, Milo, because from the description of the book, I don't know. I'm wondering if they're actually gonna like mend their relationship. I'm not for sure because he has shown up and he is there now at the hotel too. I'm really curious about that. I don't like him, but I am really enjoying the mystery so far though. I love like the setting and the time period, and I just really love her writing, which I knew already from her other series. I'm excited to be reading some more of it today and getting a good chunk read, and then I'll let you all know what my thoughts are on it when I've read a little bit more. I have a tiny update on Murder at the Brightwell. I'm on page 216, so I have a little over 100 pages left. I already said I was enjoying this, but now I feel like I'm really into it. Amory is learning more and more about the people at the hotel. So I don't think I said before, but at the beginning, you're kind of introduced to a lot of people. She, like I said, is going to this hotel to help out her friend or ex-fiance, Gil. They're joining this party of people that are also going to be staying there. At the beginning, you get introduced to all of them, and at first I was having a hard time figuring out and keeping up with who is who, because there's like 3 or 4 different couples, and then a couple people that are by themselves. It took me maybe 40 to 50 pages to really nail down who is who, and now there's like, I have no problem with it. I know who everybody is. She is just kind of going through the different people in their party and trying to figure out what has happened, who could have been the murderer. So we're learning a little bit more about each of the people. Well, I feel like we're not learning a lot about them, but we're learning to maybe be more suspicious of some of them or all of them, kind of like how we know all these people and that it's probably one of them who was the murderer, because it can be kind of fun to try to figure out like which one of these people could have done this and like why would they have done it. Honestly, I have no clue right now. I'm just having fun, like trying to figure out who's done this. And again, I really love just the setting, her writing. I'm getting more and more curious about Milo, Amory's husband, because they're kind of have become partners, like trying to figure out what happened. She's kind of roped him into this. I'm just curious because he seems like not a great person because of the things that he's done, but he also seems like he might be wanting to mend their relationship. I still don't know how to feel about him, but I do really like Amory. Like I said, I'm really into it right now. I get really excited to read it. It's kind of hard for me to put it down now. I'm gonna go read a little bit more of it now. I'm thinking it'll take me another day or 2 to finish it. I'm learning I really do love Ashley Weaver, whatever series she's writing. So I feel like people are dropping like flies now. In one way or another, more and more people are being eliminated. That's all I'm gonna say. And I feel like it's gonna be really hard for me not to finish this book today, because in every single chapter now almost, I feel like something's happening to somebody. I was gonna say, or we're learning something, but honestly, we're learning nothing. I feel like I'm getting more confused on who is behind all this and why are they doing this? And is this all connected? Which I guess it has to be, because too many things are happening. It can't be like a coincidence, but it's so good. days ago, I finished Murder at the Brightwell, and I gave it 5 stars. I never guessed who was behind everything or like what was going on, how people were connected. Maybe I feel like I'm halfway good at that usually. I don't know. But I didn't guess it with this. I feel like where with the Busybody book club, the reveal was almost like a little lackluster. This one was so much better. It was like exactly what I wanted it to be. So I was just really satisfied with the ending of this one. I just really loved it a lot. And I don't want to compare like this series to her other series because I've read I think 2 books in that series, and this is the first one I've read of this one. They are different, but again, the writing style is pretty much the same. So I don't know. I feel like I really love both of them. The one thing that I don't love in this, which I don't know, maybe as you get more in the series, it gets better, is like the whole romance part, which it's not a romance book. It is a mystery book, and I would not read it for the romance part. Read it for the mystery because the mystery was very good. I just loved how it was done, and read it for maybe like the setting too. I loved everything about that, but there is a tiny little part of the book that's kind of like a romance, just where like I talked about this before, but Amory is married to Milo, and he's not a great husband. He kind of just goes off and does his own thing, and she doesn't ever know when to expect him. Not a person that you're like rooting for, really. In this book, I do feel like it is the start of them trying to mend that and like mend their relationship. And I guess I did kind of like those parts, but Milo's still just very frustrating. I just feel so much for Amory. My heart was just really so sad for her that she's in this situation with him. Even, I think the first sentence in the book, the first sentence in the book kind of explains how she feels about him throughout the whole book. And it says, "It is an impossibly great trial to be married to a man one loves and hates in equal proportions," which I feel like hate would be a strong word for how she feels. It is kind of a good representation of this, like their relationship in this book. Yeah, that part is sad. But it does make me curious too, because I'm definitely going to continue the series. It does make me curious to just see how that's going to play out in the other books. And my hope is that Milo will start to change and be a better husband, and their relationship will get better, especially because I really do like Amory and I want the best for her. All that to say, I did really love the book, and Milo didn't keep me from giving it a 5 star because the mystery was just so good to me. It makes me really excited to read more of this series and just more of her books in general. I'm thinking that she only has the 2 series, and I think I said this before, but I'm pretty sure this was like her debut. And I was looking, and I'm pretty sure there's like 6, 7, 8 books maybe in this series, so that makes me excited. If you have read the series, let me know if you did like this first book, if you continue to like the series. I'm really hoping the other books are just as good as this one. Anyways, I'm wrapping this vlog up now because I've read 3 books. I didn't mean for it to, but this ended up turning into just like a mystery books vlog. I thoroughly enjoyed all 3 mystery books that I read, and I'm honestly still kind of in a mystery mood. I don't have it beside me, but the one other book that I got from the library, I think it was called The Love Fix. Yesterday I tried to read some of it, and I just was not interested in it. I don't know. And by read some of it, I literally read like 4 pages and was like, I'm just gonna return this. I really am in a mystery mood, and I'm already starting another mystery book. But I do want to end this vlog, or it's just gonna get super long. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog, and maybe now you're more interested in reading one of these books. If you do decide to read one of them, I would love to know what you think of it. If you have any books that sound similar to these that you really loved, let me know about them, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe mystery books are my favorite genre of books, because I feel like I'm never super disappointed, and I never really usually DNF those books. I don't know. Anytime I'm in a book slump, if I read a mystery book, I just get out of it because they're just so entertaining. So I would love some more recommendations from you all, because I just need more and more to add to my list, and I'm just gonna keep reading mystery books, I guess, until another book catches my interest. If you've made it this far into the video, I'm so glad that you're here and you're watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.